guys. So we've been working on our Peter Pan book. We just read chapter 7 and we've been working on our strategies for how to infer and define our new words that we come across in the text, right? We've already been working on our word parts. So I'm going to add a new strategy. I'm going to add context clues. Okay, so today our objective is I can analyze context clues and infer and define new vocabulary, okay? So what are context clues? Context clues are all of the words and sentences that surround my new word that I don't know. They kind of give me some meaning to draw information from, so then I can make a prediction about what that word means. Here are some questions that we can use when we're analyzing context clues, because we need some direction when we're doing that, right? We can't just have the clues and not know what to do with them, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use these 5 questions to kind of help give us a path to follow when we're reading and we come across a word that we don't know. Here's our first question. What is the main idea of the sentence that has my word? Of the paragraph that has that sentence? What is the information that it's telling me? And how does that give meaning to the word that I don't know? How does that word contribute meaning to the sentence in the paragraph? What's missing? Here's another question. What is the function of my unknown word? What is it doing in my sentence? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? Are there any ways I can split my word apart? Can I break it apart and find prefixes or suffixes that I know and understand already that add additional meaning? Or is there a synonym that I can use to replace my unknown word and keep the same meaning of my sentence? What does that tell me about the word that I don't know? And then last but not least, how do all of these clues come together? And then how can we write a definition for our unknown word? Okay, so here's an example. You're all going to receive a graphic organizer to help you define a new word that you come across when you reread chapter 7 together. So I found this word jealously. I don't know what that means. I'm going to work my way down from left to right to define this word. First, I'm going to start with my context. I want you to copy down the sentence that has that word, and I want you to write the page number so you don't lose track of it. Tinkerbell jealously pinched Wendy. Jealously. I recognize the ending. I'm going to look at the word parts and break it apart. I see the ending ly. I think that turns a noun into an adjective. So that word is describing how Tinkerbell pinched Wendy, right? That's important. That tells me something about our word. What are some synonyms? What are some words that I can replace this word with? I think maybe envious or resentful. Tinkerbell enviously pinched Wendy. She resentfully pinched Wendy. What is this context and the word parts telling me about how she pinched Wendy? What does this word possibly mean? I'm going to write my own definition. I'm going to make a prediction and infer what this word means from my context. What do I know about Tinkerbell? She doesn't like Wendy that much. What do I know about Wendy? She's a new friend of Peter Pan. And he's been giving her a lot of attention lately, hasn't he? Maybe Tinkerbell doesn't like that Peter Pan gives Wendy a lot of attention. Maybe she doesn't have what Wendy has. So maybe she's upset because Wendy has something that she wants. So that's going to be my definition. To be upset because someone has something that you want. That's my definition. I'm going to look at the dictionary now and just make sure that my definition is correct. You all are going to get dictionaries, when you are working together in your groups. And you're going to look for the correct definition, because sometimes words have multiple meanings, right? I want you to use your context and make sure it's the right one and that it fits. And then I want you to write a sentence using your word in your own personal way, okay? So what we're gonna do now that I have modeled, you're going to Okay, so all of you are going to help me fill out this chart. Okay, we're going to find another word in chapter 7 that we came across that we don't really recognize, right? Let's see. What was a word that I found that I didn't really know that well? Oh, this is a good one. Lying on the ground, Wendy stirred slightly. She was waking up. Stirred. That's very interesting. Hold on, where's my marker? There it is. I'm going to write this word down. Stirred. I don't know what that word means, but let's copy down our sentence just to make sure that we have our context. I'm going out of the box a little bit, I apologize. This is on page 54. Lying on the ground, Wendy stirred slightly. She was waking up. So this is my context. This is the sentence that has my word. Now I'm going to try to break the word apart. I see this ending here. I recognize that ending, don't you? I think I'm going to chop it off. I know our ed ending. It means that the word happened in the past. This action happened in the past, so it's past tense. That helps me some. Let's think of some synonyms. It says that she's waking up. So maybe she was starting to awaken slightly. Or maybe even arouse. I know those words. I'm gonna try to write my own definition. Let's see. If she's waking up and it says she stirred slightly, so it's the process, she's starting to. So maybe it means starting to wake up. Okay, and for time's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the dictionary definition that I found. To move slightly. Because we know one definition of the word stir. A movement. You're making a movement with your hand holding something. Maybe you're stirring some cake mix, some brownie mix, or your drink with your straw, right? That's a movement. This is a different type of movement. This is moving slowly. And in this case, in this context, it means that she's starting to wake up. So I'm going to write a sentence using my word. I'm going to say maybe, if it means in this context that she's waking up, I stirred in the night. Maybe I can add some more context to my sentence too. Why did I stir? I stirred in the night when I heard a squirrel tap on my window. So now I know what the word stirred means. I was able to use my context clues, break the word apart, look at some synonyms, and if you have time, find some antonyms too. Some antonyms for this word could be calm or still maybe asleep, right? Because those are opposites. I was able to write down my own definition, find a dictionary definition that meets the context of the word, and then I was able to show that I understand by writing my own sentence. All right, so now that I've modeled, I'm going to give all of you these worksheets and a dictionary. You're all going to find 2 people to work with. And I want you to remember these questions of what we're looking for when we're analyzing context clues and inferring the definition of our new word. Together, you're going to read back over chapter 7. Each person is going to take a turn reading 1 page at a time. Go around in a circle and take turns. Make sure everyone gets a chance. And then make notes of words that you don't really know with the page numbers on the back of your worksheet, and then go back when you're done and together work on 1 word and try to define it for me, okay? So let's get started.